Trump, do not send the National Guards to Chicago, gang. Not, I repeat, do not do it. We are a different breed out here, nigga. We are not Los Angeles, nigga. We are not Washington, D.C. This is Chicago. Them go fight back. I'm telling you, them go fight back, gang. Whatever. I don't give a what you talking about. Them young niggas got switches, gang. They not going for that shit, bro. I know a bunch of y'all finna say, oh, it's the National Guard. They can't do anything about it. They must go in Chicago. Do y'all know that it's more bad people than good people, bro? There are over 100,000 gangs in Chicago by the city by itself, gang.
Oh, so what is that supposed to mean here, guys? You're talking about a switch. Obviously, the concept of switches just means that they have a Glock specifically, and there's like a little device that basically gets put onto the back of the firearm itself, and it makes it a fully automatic pistol. Like, do you think that the National Guard is going to come in here with some type of single shot, consumer grade firearm? Don't think that. The ones who are going to make an attempt to actually push back against the National Guard, specifically in like a violent form or fashion, do you think I care truthfully, deeply? Let's play this game here. How much do you think I care about the people that are trying to skirt the law? I don't care who's skirting the law, bro. You're skirting the law. The National Guard is going there to clean up the garbage, bro. You're basically showing where the garbage is. You get what I mean? You're showing the people where the garbage is. It's that guy right there who just fired at you with a Glock 19 with a switch on it, with a 30-round magazine. As the level of armor piercing from one of these gigantic monstrosities is absolutely crazy. All right? It's crazy. We're talking about some of the least trained to shoot individuals known to man here, guys, all right? They find some type of illicit firearm on the street. They start shooting sideways. They're going to hold the firearm sideways with terrible accuracy and aim and all types of absolute stupidity and ignorance, guys. Listen, I'm sorry. I don't care. All right? I can't care. Not anymore. Listen, if you're not down for the conversation, if you're not listening, if people are telling you, hey, listen, guys, you cannot continue to live in the manner that you're living in. You cannot continue this here. How many people need to lose their lives consistently because of your absolute idiocy and ignorance? How much? How many more, guys? If they start firing, you have to give the National Guard the authority to basically defend themselves back. Their training is better than the guy on the street who purchased their Glock 19 from the back of someone's trunk, guys, okay?
Behind me, protesters are making their way to Trump Tower, which is right behind me. They're headed there right now. They're calling to shut down the entire system is what they're chanting right now, guys, as they make their way towards Trump Tower. We're going to see how close they can get. There's multiple road closures and construction closures, but they are on the move right now. Law enforcement is in tow, making sure this is contained as these demonstrators continue to move. Let's take a look over here, guys. These are the protest leaders behind me. They have Palestinian flags hanging from their car. If we go back a little more, you can see this banner behind me as protesters continue to make their way towards Trump Tower, guys. They're pretty close. Closing in on Trump Tower as we speak. I'm Owen Richard.
When it comes down to protesting, I have no problem with the concept of protesting as long as it doesn't impede other people's rights also. You, in fact, have a right to protest whatever you want to do. I see nothing wrong with the concept of protest at all.
Quiet part out loud about Chicago. There are people who, like myself, were born and raised in the city of Chicago. Is it dangerous here? Yes, it's dangerous here. Are we generally desensitized to the amount of violence that goes on here? To some extent, yes. However, Chicago is one of them cities that what you live by is what you die by. Good, bad, or indifferent. What you win by is what you lose by. Sometimes when things happen in the city of Chicago, it's not a coincidence and it's not a shock to us, because if you be outside doing bullshit's gonna find you. Because you be outside doing. In all my years of being a Chicago native, there are a lot of things I've never dealt with because I don't be outside entertaining certain. I also have
I'm happy that nothing has seriously happened to you since you've been there, right? But notice the words that you're using here, okay? You're basically pointing out that things are actually happening outside. She's trying to make excuses and basically remove the accountability of the people that are actually doing the things, saying that, hey, listen, if I don't bother them, they don't bother me. How about we don't allow them to exist? Like, how about we start right there? We start at that specific point. Like, hey, guys, maybe you shouldn't be doing all of this crazy ridiculousness. Maybe not.
Because spidey senses, I know when to leave. I don't always need to prove a point to a stranger. There are some common sense things that were put into my head that have kept me alive. And you got it, big dog, is one of them. Some people have a hard time and a hard life in Chicago because they go outside, they do, they get involved with people who do.
Right.
They be attached to things that have brought them nothing but not even no money, but just.
Okay.
When y'all speak on Chicago, keep that in mind.
Be fully aware. I get what you're saying, right? I mean, obviously, you don't have to adhere to the local culture. Let's just say that here. You don't have to. Nothing against you personally. Okay. I'm glad that you stayed away from all the absolute idiocy. All right. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. But can we fix the absolute stupidity? Because we're going to keep talking about Chicago from the outside. Because I'm not going there. Crazy? No.
So it seems that Mayor Brandon of Chicago and I think Governor Pritzker, we know why now they don't want Donald Jatavius.
Jatavius.
They done gave him a middle name, okay?
Okay.
They don't want him to bring the National Guard in.
Makes him look bad.
Chicago, the leaders keep saying, we don't want Donald Trump here. We don't want the National Guard here.
Okay.
I find it actually ironic because
They were there
when
before.
y'all had the Democratic National Convention, you called in the National Guard. You wanted them to protect you
Right.
during your convention, but not regular Chicago people. Okay.
Yeah, pay attention to that because that's very important. It's indicative. Seriously. The only people they truthfully care about are the ones that are their buddies, right? Their cohorts. Let's just say that there, okay? Both of them, J.B. Pritzker, along with Mayor Brandon Johnson, they specifically have sights on something bigger than what they currently are. So why would they allow anything, right? They know their city, right? They definitely know it. We're going to protect the people who matter. That's basically what they said when they did that. Then saying, hey, listen, the people of Chicago, you guys, as long as you guys keep getting arrested, the federal government is going to make sure that the local townships specifically that are housing you are getting basically, some type of income from it. So as long as they can make money from the actual crazy debauchery, the hospitals, et cetera, from all the nonsense, then why would they want to change that? They know the National Guard is going to come in and clean up all this nonsense. We have people basically threatening the National Guard from afar immediately because the audacity to basically come onto the internet and say, we have all these things too. Bro, what does that even mean?
Okay. The reason is because if they allow Donald Jatavius.
Jatavius.
I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I highly doubt
I've been watching
Jatavius.
this other girl, and she done gave him a whole name, and I love it. They don't want Donald Trump to come in there with the National Guard because if they clean up the crime, Chicago will lose $800 million in federal funding for crime programs. That's why they don't want Donald Trump there. It's all about the money. All you got to do is follow the money. I say this about everybody. Follow the money. The money is going to lead you to the reasons why.
People do.
They do not care about nobody in Chicago. They care about themselves, okay? They only care about protecting themselves because the people that's dying ain't dying on their street.
Them. Right.
Okay? Ain't dying in their neighborhoods. They dying in.
But I will say though, they do need lives to vote for him because that's all you can guarantee a Democrat vote, even though you're in like the most dire circumstances consistently, because you perceive they to be the ones that are going to have the ability to basically pull you out of it. But guys, look at the track record here, guys. Right? Look around. Look at all the Democrat ran cities. You'll start to realize immediately there's a problem.
Black neighborhoods, black people are dying. Black babies, black women. People are losing their kids, their nieces, their nephews, their aunts and uncles. You know what I'm saying? All because Chicago's leaders want to keep $800 million from the federal government.
Jeez.
Did y'all know that?
There's new information, that specific case.
Let me know your thoughts.
All right, guys. Jeez Louise. I don't know what's going to happen here. Based off of all these videos that I just encountered here, I can definitely tell you that things are probably going to get spicy. They're going to. They have to. Based on all the people talking. But also keep in mind this here. sometimes the people that are the loudest and then like the most like debaucherous, let's say, they're not really doing anything, guys, right? I mean, they're all they are talk. So obviously, when it comes down to the people that are actually, deleting other people, they tend to be in this region here. They tend to be like Black American guys, right? Black American men. And so what's happening here is that they feel a lot more comfortable disrespecting, let's say, Black American men by ending their existences on a daily basis, it seems, than disrespecting anyone else's. Because if they were actually what they say they allegedly were and are, then they would be targeting the people that they specifically perceive to be the ones holding them down. But they're not, are they? You have to realize that a lot of this is talk. But all right, guys, listen, if you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. In the meantime, I will catch you guys later.